Welcome to Star Citizen. So today I'd like to discuss about deliveries, or box missions as they are most commonly known. There usually isn't anything hard about them. You go to location A, pick up a package and deliver it to the location B. Or occasionally several packages, several locations. Because of the low risk and relatively safe missions, the rewards are also relatively small. Of course, depending on which types of deliveries you are doing. Because they are so low risk, the reward is also somewhat low for the time spent doing these missions. Now you could take down maybe several bounties or some decent money. You might be able to clear a bunker or two depending on what kind of delivery you are doing. Now it all depends, of course. And these, well, are somewhat relatively safe in this system, these missions, these locations we visit. As you can see, even here I have survival estimate of 1 hour. Worst case scenario, it will be 10 minutes on some really hot places or cold places. Of course, depending on where I am. But how about if there would be these interesting missions where the weather conditions would be really extreme? Instead of 10 minutes, we have, let's say, 2 minutes. We would need special gear, we would have limited time. That could all be fun. I'm not saying to change the old ones, leave these as they are. But what if we go to Pyro? There is something I would like to see. Let's say we are visiting a place that is extremely hot. We have very limited time to find what we're looking for. And the risk of dying is quite big. But could they make these weather conditions for certain locations, certain missions so hazardous that the rewards would be bigger? Maybe not as big as doing bounties or just clearing bunkers, but big enough for you to consider doing them as an alternative, as an exploration, as something that is somewhat equally rewarding, yet equally hard as well. We already have certain types of special gear for extreme conditions, either hot or cold. But what about also having something like a med pen? Something that costs a lot. Let's say you're going into a cold area, will force your heart to pump faster, therefore depleting your water and food, but at the same time increasing your survival in cold temperatures. If they could bring the weather hazardous to the table, this could really make these delivery missions even more extreme, even more interesting. And let's say you need to find these boxes in a certain location, there is the marker above them before you grab them or touch them with a tractor beam. This would all add to the extreme difficulty combined with the weather conditions. And if we would get something like that as a delivery, even if it would pay, let's say, 50% more to the hardest ones, that would be like 70, maybe 60,000, which would be quite great if we could just keep this mission somewhat safe, but forcing you to gear yourself and prepare yourself for exploration, for searching, for survival. The weather conditions, the atmosphere, the planet, wherever you are, it will be extreme. Now that is just one way they could make this interesting. They could add to the difficulty. Of course, let's keep the simple ones simple, rewards equally simple as well. But what about the hard ones? I believe they could make interesting twists. I'm not saying like intercept someone and kill them and take their box, although that would be a scenario of its own. And I believe there actually have been certain types of those missions. I'm pretty sure I've done them as well. Because this 10 minutes in cold weather that we can survive, knowing exactly what we're looking for, where it is, that is not really a hard difficulty. You can park next to it, run in it, grab what you're looking for in a minute, worst case scenario 2 minutes. This is just how I think they could make some harder deliveries, next level deliveries, making you actually work hard with some of these simple missions. But hey, this is just my idea, and hopefully they will make something like this and increase the rewards, make it extreme, make it fun, not leave it as simple as it is right now. Anyway, thanks for watching.